Welcome back everyone to EduDose. So today we are going to start the new chapter, that is what Coorg. We will do the NCERT explanation of it. In the earlier part of the chapter we have studied the message, the theme and the introduction of the story. So in this part we will discuss the NCERT explanation. The link of the first part is given in the description box, and the link of a website is also given in the description box for the notes, solutions and the video explanations of the NCERT CBSE course. So you can go and have a look of that website is also, because that link will benefit you, or the website will benefit you at the most. So let's look upon the NCERT explanation. Midway between Mysore and coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men and beautiful women and wild creatures. So here the author is characterizing the Coorg as a beautiful city that is situated. Let's write the characteristics of the Coorg here. That is situated at between Mysore and Mangalore. The first characteristic is this, and second is what? It is a piece of heaven that is carried by the air from the kingdom of God, and it is having low hills of unequal heights. And the last thing is what? It is having beautiful women and brave men. And the last is what? Variety of wild creatures are there. So here the author is characterizing the Coorg as that it is situated between the way of Mysore and Mangalore. It is a piece of heaven that has been carried by the air from the kingdom of gods, and it is a city that have low hills of unequal heights, and it has beautiful women and very brave men, and a variety of wild creatures is there in Coorg. Coorg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices, coffee plantations. So as we know that Coorg is famous for the coffee plantation. Coorg means what? Coffee plantation is the main source here, and is also famous for the coffee plantation, as we have studied in the first part of the Coorg. So the Coorg is also known as what? Kodagu. The second name for Coorg is what? Kodagu. This is very important. So there are so many rainforest here in Coorg, and about 30% of the area of Coorg is covered with evergreen forest. Here the author is saying about the nature's beauty of Coorg. Here the author is written about all the nature's beauty of Coorg, and especially during the monsoon season, the period from September to March is ideal for visiting Coorg. That is written by the author here. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. So the perfect season, you can say, perfect season for visiting Coorg is what? September to March. At the time September to March you can visit Coorg as you and if you want. So the weather is pleasant and there is some rain which takes it worthwhile. The air is filled with the strong fragrance of coffee due to the abundant coffee plantation. So you can say here that the coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under the tree canopy in prime corners. So you can see that the air breath of invigorating coffee. Here the author is saying that the air is filled with the strong fragrance of coffee because there is so much of coffee plantation in Coorg. So let's have the characteristics of Coorg more. So here you can say that Coorg is also known as Kodagu. This is the first characteristics of this slide. Okay, so the next characteristic of Coorg is what? It is covered by 30% of the area is covered with 30% of the area is covered with evergreen forest or evergreen rainforest. That means the nature's beauty is much more in Coorg, and you can say that it receives rain from most of the part in year. It is, you can say, it is a monsoon type of state, or you can say city. The period of watching or period of visiting the Coorg is what? September till March. You can visit. This is the perfect season to visit visit Coorg, you can say. And the weather is what? Pleasant. Weather is pleasant. And the next thing is what? That due to the coffee plantation, the strong fragrance of coffee is there because of the coffee plantation. So these are some characteristics of Coorg, all that I have written in the first slide and in this slide also. And the word meanings are also given. You can have the look of them in the notes. So now in this slide we will know that where are the Coorgi people of and where they come from. So the fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. As one story goes, apart from Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. These people married amongst the locals and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodagus, known as Kupia. It resembles the Kufia worn by Arabs and Kurds. So here the author is saying, or author is telling us about the people of Coorg, that how the people of Coorg are very good looking, or what the Coorgi people wears. So the first of all, the author is saying that the people of Coorg are from possibly of Greek or Arabic descent, you can say, or the Arabic background or Greek background they generally have, or they can ferociously have that descent because they are wearing some type of kupia, you can say, that resembles the Arabs and Kurds. We will have a look of that later. First we will understand that from where the Coorgi people have came. So they are generally seen, there is a story of that they are dressing style. Because of the dressing style, they are generally seen wearing a long black coat with embroidered waist belt known as kupia. Kupia is similar to a kufia worn by Arabs and Kurds, and it is also rumored that because that some people of Alexander's army could not return to their homeland, so they have been settled here while returning from the south. So the people of Coorg marry each other, and their cultures as well as their rituals are very different from the ones that are being followed by the Hindus. So Coorgi have a tradition of hospitality, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army, and the first chief of the Indian army, General Cariappa, was a Coorgi. Even now, Kodagus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So now you can see here that how much the Coorgi people emphasized by the author in the story. So you can see that the people are very welcomed. That means the people are very welcoming and warm in nature because of the tradition of their hospitality. We can see the characteristic of welcoming and warm in their nature. So they are always ready to entertain with some stories of their ancestors, and they are known to be independent, ferocious, brave, which is very evident from the fact that the Coorg regiment in the Indian army has received the maximum number of awards for their bravery, and the chief of Indian Army, that the name of the chief was Indian Army General Cariappa, was also a Kurgi. So this resembles and have permitted the people to carry the firearms freely, unlike those who have need a license. So these characteristics shows that the Kurgis are reliable too. So in this slide we have learned that the Kurgi people are what? Welcoming in nature, welcoming and warm in nature, and they are independent, ferocious and brave. And the Kugi regiment, you can say, is most decorated, means mostly awarded. The maximum number of awards of bravery have been given to the Kurgi regiment. Okay, so the brave part has been came in the Kurgi regiment type. So the first army general Cariappa was also from Coorg, and the people are also permitted to carry the firearms without the license. So Kurgi people are also reliable. From these things we can see that Kurgi people are also reliable. So the river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forest of Coorg. Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their cat, while squirrels, langurs drop partially eaten fruit from the mischief of enjoying the splash. The ripple effect in the clear water, elephants enjoying being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. So, in this text, the author is saying that the evergreen forest and the hills of Coorg provide water to the river Kaveri, and the major river in the South India was that Kaveri, and it obtains the water from the hills of the Coorg. So the main emphasis and the nature's beauty is highlighted by the author in this text. So a large freshwater fish called Mahasir is also found in these waters and is looked by the birds. Squirrels and langurs play in these water by throwing half-eaten fruits, whereas elephants enjoy bathing by their mahouts. So birds, bees, butterflies are there to give you company. Macaws, Malabar squirrels, langurs, slender loris keep a watchful eye on the tree canopy. I do prefer to step aside from the wild elephants. So here the author is saying that to climb the Brahmagiri hills brings you to a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. A walk across the rope bridge leads to 64-acre land of Nisargama, running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Byalaka Kupi is a bonus. So here the author is saying to have an overall beautiful view of this city, beautiful city Coorg, one must climb upon to the Brahmagiri hills, and the Coorg is surrounded by astounding places of beauty like the islands of Nisargama, like islands of Nisargama. This line and this text is very important because you can be asked that what were the beautiful places that were surrounded by Coorg. So the first was island of Nisargama. The second was Bailakupi, and which is the India's best largest Tibetan settlements. It is by the Tibetan also who have settled these places there. Monks wearing red, orange and yellow colored garments can also be found in the district of Coorg, where their lifestyle is a fascinating view for the travelers. A mix of diverse culture can be seen here and represent the heart and soul of India. So the how you can see that how beautifully the writer has texted about the Coorg in a very beautiful manner and in a very effective manner, so that people can understand the beauty of Coorg. People can understand that how the brave people of Coorg are, and much more. So that's the chapter ends here. The chapter ends. So thank you so much for today. We have seen the highlights, also the characteristics of Coorg in this full chapter, and you can get these notes of the lesson in the description box. Link is given below, and the website of the link is also given below. So please have a look of it. Subscribe to EduDose and like, share and comment below if you have any doubt, any query. I'll answer your question within 1 hour. Thank you so much.